way from 1996 when it was really cool. Give it up for your host, the one, the only, James Corden!
Bless you for being here. Our co-head writer, Lauren Greenberg, is filling in for Ian this week because Ian is away. Ian is on his honeymoon. Yeah? How was your weekend, Lauren? We were there. We danced up a bit.
So fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually I find weddings a little cringe.
This was no cringe.
No, it was just
Zero
a
cringe.
good time.
I will say, Ian gave the best speech I've ever heard in my life. Best speech I've ever heard at a wedding, full stop.
Fresh.
It was incredible. It made me feel like his output on the show has been below average. Like, he was that funny, I was like, okay, I've not seen that guy coming up with a lot of stuff recently. Reg, which do you think you'd have a better chance at becoming, an Olympic athlete or the Secretary of Transportation?
I think the Buttigieg route is a little bit easier, just because I can talk sense into all these idiots.
Yeah? Also, you know a lot about transportation.
I do. I definitely.
You're an active member of the car community.
I am an active, and my membership's current too.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah.
What about you, Lauren? Olympic athlete, or Secretary of Transportation?
Why do I have to choose?
Correct. You're absolutely right.
I mean, I have an Adderall prescription. I can do anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about you, Dave? Olympics, what are you going in for?
I don't know, but I do like the idea of having like a regular person do each event once, just so you can see how much better the Olympic athletes are.
Oh, that's so good.
I actually
like
think that...
I would do any of them just to show people that I'm and then there's going to be really good athletes.
It's really hard. I think you're absolutely right. That would be an amazing twist for the Olympics to take. Every nation just has to take one regular person for each event.
I don't think they even count for anything. They're just there as like a benchmark, so you see how much better the real athletes are.
For sure, that's it.
Oh, so like, say it's the 100 meters.
Yeah.
They would just run 100 meters.
They just get to do it for fun.
You time it.
Yeah.
It's like 38 seconds.
Yeah.
And you go, now watch.
Yeah, exactly.
But you don't know what you're doing until you get there. So they go,
oh,
so you
fun.
turn up.
That's fun.
Hey, I'm the regular person from Norway. and they go, cool, you're doing dressage. And they go, but I've never ridden a horse. And you go, yeah, well, not only are you riding a horse, you've got to make it dance when they do that little one like that. I am joined by the ever-fabulous Kris and Kylie Jenner. Now, you two are no strangers to life in the public eye. And Kris, you're beloved for your open and honest candour. And so tonight we thought it might be fun to put America's mummager to the test with a little game that we like to call Late Late Lie Detector. OK, Kylie, go for it.
I was going to ask this question anyway. Am I your favorite child?
Yes.
True.
I can't go home.
Oh, my God.
I already knew the answer.
I mean, the speed at which you answered.
I know.
Who is your second favourite? No, I'm joking. OK. Did you help Kim release her sex tape?
It's okay. No. No.
True. Of course it's true.
Thank you.
Of course it's true. And have you heard about this? There's now an app that will translate your cat's meows into human phrases. The app works by identifying a cat sound and linking it to preset vocalizations. Have a look.
What's going on?
We're driving to the vet. That's what's going on.
Open the door. Put me down. I'm looking for love.
Aren't we all, babe? Aren't we all? Now, we're saying the app translates your cat's meows. I want to be clear, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't at all. You do not need an app for this. Outside. That's what your cat wants. Your cat wants to go outside. That's all the cat wants, is scratching at the door. You don't need to make it more complicated than that. Phrases the app can translate include I'm in love, feed me, I'm angry, and leave me alone, which coincidentally are my only 4 moods. Can we, I like that first video. You see the first video? She's like, we are driving to the vet. And I'm driving back alone. We were talking, I don't know if you saw at the top of the show, that we feel at the Olympics, you should have a regular, normal person should be chosen by every country to do that sport before the professionals do it, just to show how hard it is. But you have to do it in your normal clothes.
Well, that's fine. Eating like potato chips on the couch.
Yeah.
They always judge us, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's right. See? So someone should, and you shouldn't have to know. I mean, Secretary, but people said, would you do this if someone said, oh, you're up next for the javelin, up you go? Would you do it?
No, but I'd watch somebody do it. Yeah.
Exactly. I think it's a ratings
No, I think it's a good idea.
Well, welcome to Late Late Family Therapy. Now, James, I've been on your show many times, and I've noticed you've got some issues around here.
We do.
Today, I'm going to help you figure them out.
I'm Nate, I'm a writer on the show, and I came up with a guaranteed viral smash hit where we would take audio from an episode of The Late Late Show, but replace everyone in it with cats. Cat host at the desk, cat band, cat guest on the couch. It was genius. We had a pitch meeting, and everyone in the room went nuts for it.
I was brought on to figure out the logistics, and after months of work, Nate and I got it all buttoned up. We had dozens of cats booked.
We got everything figured out, and then Rob kept saying, great, just get everything figured out. So we said, we did.
And then he said, great, just figure out the budget. And we said, we did.
And he said, great, just figure out the logistics. And we said, we did. And then he said, great, just get Nick Bernstein signed on.
Yeah, I said, fine.
This has been percolating how long?
Nate?
4 years.
4 years.
and why?
For entertainment purposes and to go viral, which is a really important part of late night these days in the age of YouTube.
Cats are very popular.
Yeah.
Well, they're idiots.
Just so you know, I have also always been in favour of the cat show.
Okay, then...
I've always thought it was very funny.
Okay, then let me say, they're all idiots.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Phil.
You're the executive producer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can tell by your questions, you know how annoying this show would be.
Yeah.
I think if I could speak for Nate and Rosie at this moment.
Yes.
If you never thought this was going to make it to television, why did you allow them to do such an amount of work on it?
I didn't think they were going to work that hard. I thought it was going to fall by the wayside on its own. I didn't think they'd get that organized. And I never thought it would come near being on television. So when they came with all of their binders full of cats, I realized I'd let it go too long. And I killed it, but then I didn't know he was going to talk about it for 4 years. I think you have a better opportunity here. A better cat show, Dr. Phil's show.
Why is that a better cat show than our show?
Cat with a mustache talking about gaslighting?
Every cat. Good evening. We, of course, heard the news today that Queen Elizabeth had passed away, aged 96. I, like the rest of the world, am so sad tonight, but also so thankful and grateful to the Queen for the most incredible service and leadership that she has shown during all of our lifetimes. All day you will have been hearing statistics about her reign as the longest ruling monarch in British history. She served on the throne for 70 years. She is the only queen most of us have ever known. She has seen 14 US presidents during her reign, and on Tuesday, just on Tuesday, welcomed her 15th Prime Minister. We viewed her as a mortal, an essential part of the fabric of our world. There is, of course, an outpouring of grief and love across the globe. She was universally adored. She represented good in this world, living a life of honour, a life dedicated to service, dedicated to bettering the lives of others. But it's always felt as if she was there for all of us. For 70 years, she never wavered. She was never political. She didn't need us to hear her opinions. She never gave an interview. She never posted on social media. It was never, for her, about her own PR. And maybe that's why she was as beloved and respected by a president as she was by the guy who lives down the street, and she would treat both of them equally too. It didn't matter who you were. She was there for you. And today, we live in a world of uncertainty. There are wars and divisions, fights all over the globe. People are dealing with changes in the climate, changes in governments, pandemics. There is squabbling, unrest, bitterness. Wherever you look, there's so much instability, but the Queen was always the Queen, a guiding light. She was always gracious, always dignified, always a shining example of leadership. She represented stability in a world where so often it feels like the floor is shaking. Queen Elizabeth was unique. Her life's work never to be repeated. Every person at home in the United Kingdom and many across the globe will remember today. They'll remember where they were when they heard the news that will change our country forever. We will always celebrate her life, remember what she stood for, and we will always be thankful for her sacrifice. We'll be right back, everybody.